How you guys doing? My name is Devon Clark. You might not know of me. However, I am a self-published independent children's author. And I just wanted to start doing a video around my journey as far as when it came to me becoming a children's author. A lot of people ask me, how did I start? Where did I start? So I just want to sit here and do videos. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully you guys will have similar journeys, or if you went through other journeys, please leave any comments or anything below. I would love to hear your journey. I would love to follow you as well. Hopefully you'll follow me, and let's get started. Let's get started. So let me just take a little bit of water. Sorry, guys. So I started So I started my journey as an author by happenstance. I hope I'm saying that right. I started it by basically, I went to school, I went to college in Philadelphia for communications and theater. When I got out of college, it was in the time as in what they said was considered the recession. They said it was the recession, so I got out of college, and my aunt was like, "You got a job?" She was like, "You got a job. You need to get a job." And so what I did is I came back to New Jersey, where I'm from, and I started substitute teaching. And through me substitute teaching from Jersey to California to New York to Philadelphia, I always saw the same string when it came to children and reading and everything in the school system. The first thing that actually made me get into children's writing or writing books wasn't really a lack of diversity in books. That was something that came later along my journey, and as I keep making these videos, I'll talk about that later if you guys want to hear. But the beginning of it started with me being a substitute teacher and me going into school and me realizing that a lot of our youth weren't very interested in reading and writing. A lot of them would rather get on like the technology, which we have nowadays, which you guys are watching me on. A lot of them would rather do like technology, or if it was something when it came to reading and writing, a lot of them would like to be read, maybe books that they enjoy, things that had interest. And I saw a lack of that. And then also just seeing in certain urban neighborhoods, when it came to, and I'm from an urban neighborhood, but when it came to me going to the school system and me actually substitute teaching and writing on the board. I went to this one particular class. I'm just going to talk real quick about. I went to this one particular class. I'm not going to call no one out. And it was 6th through 8th graders actually. They were all in the class because nowadays they do a lot of like containment or family school system like structures. Where I'm from, I don't know where you guys are from, but they're doing a lot of family school structures where they're doing like K through 8th in the same school, and then they're doing containment rooms where it might be like 3rd through 5th together, 6th through 8th together. So I went into the 6th through 8th classroom, and I wrote on the board, "Hi, my name is Mr. Clark." So if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Devon Clark. I wrote on the board, "My name is Mr. Clark," and what happened is I wrote like a short phrase, a short sentence like, "Hi, how are you doing today?" I wanted to basically see where their writing was at, gauge or whatever, because I realized from me being in the school system for about, at that time, 3 years within like an urban school system, a school system in which I actually came from a little bit of my life, and then I transferred to another school system. However, this is where I started at. I went into the school system, and I saw the deficit in the writing and the reading. So I started doing that when I started substitute teaching. What I started doing from there, as I would go in the classroom, like I said, I would introduce myself. I would also write my name on the board along with a quick sentence just to see where they were at. And I noticed the sixth through 8th grade classroom, I noticed that they couldn't read or write. And it was disheartening because I don't want to say it's just based on ethnicity, because a lot of them that were in the room looked like me, either brown, Hispanic, um, but because it's across the board with every word. Like, just because you're of one race doesn't mean that you can't read or write. It's a lot of people that are in many races that can't read or write, unfortunately. But I noticed this deficit, right? And I was like, oh man, like this really is crazy. So I left out of this particular school system, and I actually relocated to California. Like I told you guys, I went from Jersey, California, New York, Pennsylvania. So I left out of Jersey. I went to California. I started doing outside of what I did mainly, which was working TV and production. Um, excuse me, sorry. I went and started also on the side. I would teach an enrichment class with students, and so I still stayed within the realm as far as teaching. And then I left out of California and I came back to Jersey for a little bit. And then I started working again with other students. And then I went to New York and I started working again with students in New York.